The first big moment, you're like, oh shit, he's cheating. Where were you? What happened?
Yeah, so there was like quite a few moments.
Okay.
But there was a
Let's
couple
go through
of
it.
moments where I was like, I'm heartbroken.
Okay.
Like,
The first one. Let's go to the first.
So, you know, I don't remember exactly the first moment because I feel like there's just so many. But there was this one moment. I had just had my daughter, my second daughter. She was about 6 months old or something. And he was like, hey, I have to go to Miami for a meeting. And I go, please. And I'm the type of partner where I love for my partner to feel free. Like, I trust you. Go. You want to go on a trip? You want to go on a boys trip? Whatever you want to do, go. Like, that's just my personality. Now I look back, I'm thinking, like, I should change some things up a little bit and care a little bit more.
Right.
But at the time, I just had a baby. I was tired. I was filming every day. I had another baby. I'm taking care, changing diapers, breastfeeding. I breastfed all my kids 5 years straight. Wow. So super exhausted, super tired, you know. And so he said, I want to go to Miami. And I said, you go on your trip. And I remember calling my mom saying, I would never let my husband leave when my baby's just a couple months old. Like, I don't know, you're different. And I'm thinking, oh, well, I don't know. I was like, I think he deserves it. He's been working so hard. He edits. People don't realize he edited every single video on our channel. We didn't have an editor. So I thought, he deserves to go out. Like, it's okay. He wants to go on a business trip, whatever. I remember that business trip like it was yesterday, that business trip. He called me quite a few times where I felt like, you're calling me a little too much. Like, I was just like, I don't know. Like, it's okay. Go have fun, you know? And he pocket dialed me accidentally. And I heard women in the back. There was a couple women. And I thought, okay, well, I guess my husband's hanging out with women. Yeah. I'm thinking, whatever. Hung up the phone, continued my day. A couple of months go by. And this blonde male makeup artist makes this video on YouTube talking about my husband and how he was in Miami. And there was this group of people. And there was all these girls, and there was this boat and all these. And to be honest with you, till this day, I never watched the video. But I have gotten that like information from some good friends who watched it for me and were able to like process it for me and help me process it. And I was pregnant in that moment. And I had to listen to that. And nobody knew I was pregnant. I was having my son. And I remember bawling and thinking, is this true? And even if it's not true, why are people saying this? This is like so detailed and like, and I believed, I didn't believe the horrors, but it was like, am I just being stupid right now? Like, am I just really not sitting with this? Or do I vindicate him? Do I vindicate our family? And that's what I did. And I think back at my old self, and I think, poor girl, like, I wish I could hug her today. Like, she was just going through so much. And she, the old version of myself just wanted to protect that little piece we had in the family, And I would see it in his eyes, and I'm thinking like, I don't know, like something's not right, but I'm going to have a baby and I have to focus on the baby right now. So I wasn't sure, right? And that was a big moment for me because there was some things that were being said that it just made a lot of sense. It was all adding up. You know what I mean?
And did you confront him?
Yeah, I did, but not in a way where I was like, it was more like, how do we fix this? Because this is not true. And he's like, yeah, that's not true. That's, whatever, this guy, and he's making things up, and oh my God, he's trying to extort me and this and that. And, some of those things were true, some of them weren't. And I thought, how do we fix it? And I was just lying to myself. Yeah. I knew deep inside something didn't feel right. Yeah. But then a couple months later, I was, we were filming this thing called Vlogmas on YouTube. People film every day for the month of December. And we had done it, it was like a common
I remember.
We would do every winter. And this was in December. And I was, at that point, I was like about 3 months pregnant with my son. I didn't know I was having a boy yet. So I just, I was pregnant. I wore baggy shirts and like I'd wear bigger shirts because I didn't want anyone to know yet. I wanted to keep it to myself, especially because there was all this like negativity going around about him. Yep. So I'm like, I'm just going to keep this to myself. And then there was this moment that changed everything for me. I had a dream. I have a lot of dreams. Yeah. Very symbolic. I'm sure you do too.
Yeah.
I had a dream where I was walking into my bedroom, the bedroom I was sleeping in. We had this massive, long 10-foot bed. I'm walking into the room and he's sitting in the bed and there's a woman with this beautiful blonde hair. And I just see the back of her and she turns around and she's this demon. And I woke up from that nightmare and I was crying. I was like, oh my God, that was the worst nightmare I've ever had. Like there was a demon on my bed. And the whole day felt eerie. It was so eerie. It was so weird. And I didn't tell anybody. And I was just like, that's so weird. Couple of hours later, we start filming. And we go to this studio to get my daughter's first haircut. She was a year old, just getting her first haircut. And he, our assistant, who was Austin's friend from back in the day, was there. It was Austin and myself and our daughter. And when we walked in, there's some fans and they were like, can we take a picture? And I'm like, yeah, like, let's finish filming. You doing this and we'll take the photo. So they're all waiting there. And, everyone in the salon knows who we are and stuff. So it was just, a regular moment. Yeah. We're there filming. He's filming our daughter's first haircut. And I'm kind of like, I'm taking photos for myself for my phone, like, oh my gosh, like taking the photo. And then like a movie, my phone dies. It just goes black. And I look at him without a thought and I go, give me your phone. Let me take a photo. Cause we're going to miss the moment. She's getting her first haircut. As soon as my hand grabs that phone, mind you, I had never looked in his phone. Ever. Never. I grabbed the phone and it felt kind of weird because I'm like holding his phone, right? It just felt odd because I knew maybe things he was hiding. I didn't want to look.
Yep.
As soon as I grabbed the phone, like out of a movie, this long text comes through. If you really love your wife, you wouldn't be da 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 da. And I like my brain scanned it, but I wasn't able to read it fully. But in that moment, my heart drops. I'm pregnant. There's people watching us. The camera's on. It felt like it just felt surreal. The assistant notices, looks at him. He grabs the phone from me and instantly deletes the message. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's true.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I was calm, very calm. And we paid and we finished. I wasn't in my body anymore. I wasn't on earth anymore. We walk out of the store or the salon and I said, Austin, who was that? And he's like, it's nobody, it's nothing. Please tell me who that was. I saw the text. And I kept replaying what I could have done. Should I ran to the bathroom? Like, should I take, I'm like, what should I have done?
Right, tackle him and read it.
I was like, I didn't get to fully read it.
But you saw enough that it said, if you really love me, you'll leave your wife. It was an emotional,
I saw enough to know instantly, this is an emotional relationship he's having with somebody. This is a woman that is having a relationship with my husband. And we got in the car and then my voice got a little, who was that? Oh, like lower your voice, the kids. And I'm like, okay. And I'm calming myself, the kids are in the car. Let's it's have grace, right? Stay strong, poised, get home. We get home, blacked out. I was like yelling, screaming, tell me, please just tell me who that was. Right. Please I feel so stupid. Just tell me, I'm having a baby. Please just tell me. And I ran out of the house. I got in my car and I just started driving. And I didn't know where I was driving, just driving. Crying in the ocean, bawling. I couldn't even see where I was driving. And I thought I need to park somewhere. So I went to a park, parked at the park, put my hands on the wheel. And I said, God, if you hear me, please tell me what to do. And in that moment, it's so interesting because I knew that one day I'd have a son and that I would name him Steel. There was like this inner knowing. Mm-hmm. And when I had that conversation with God and I was really just like a point of just, I'm surrendering. Just tell me what to do. And I heard this voice and it was like, you are having your son. There's a reason you named him Steel. You have to stay strong for this whole pregnancy, and just don't make any impulsive decisions. Just keep going. Just keep this in the back of your mind. It's gonna live there, and you're gonna see everything's gonna make sense, but don't make any big decisions right now. And I went home and I acted like nothing.